Hello cinema fans and film lovers, and welcome to Greetings and Salutations with I.T.H Productions. My name is Elliot KW and I'm one of the original owners and founders of this independent film collective. I thought I'd start making these videos so myself and the rest of the I.T.H team can give you all, the audience, regular updates on all our current projects that we are currently working on, what we have in development, and what projects that we might have planned in the distant future. But before I start talking about those films, I'd like to talk a bit about our first official film release, TUGS, a Bigg retrospective. The views have been constantly increasing since its release, and the reviews and all the comments we've been getting from all of you fans around the world has been phenomenal. Thank you so much for giving us all these reviews and feedback, whatnot. It's just been amazing. And we're happy that this film has had a huge impact on those that were involved in the production and to all you fans that grew up with it since your childhoods. Hopefully one day TUGS might come back, or I.T.H Productions might do more TUGS related stuff in the future. But for now, TUGS, a Bigg retrospective, is the only film that we've had in the works. Now the next detail I want to cover is a little bit of history and background regarding I.T.H Productions itself. Now, during one of our Facebook Q&A sessions with director Lewis Gilbert, we had a question asking, how was I.T.H Productions formed?
Who thought the production title, insert title here? That's a question for Elliot, because Elliot is the originator of I.T.H with a few of his college friends, whereas I came on afterwards. I came on 2 years ago when we started working on the TUGS documentary.
And you're absolutely right, Lewis. That is a question for me to answer, and thank you, Scott, for bringing that to our attention. Now, I shall provide the background regarding it. The history behind I.T.H Productions is that it was formed in 2018 during my time when I was studying digital film and television at Warwickshire College. During the second year, we had to do a module that involved developing a short film, whether it be supernatural, drama, realist, whatnot. There was about 10 of us in the class, and we had to be split into two groups of 5. My group decided to form a little group together, a name for a brand, and 2 of our students, 2 of my classmates I should say, actually came up with the name I.T.H Productions. The rest of us, including myself, agreed to it. We loved the name, and so it stuck to it. And that was while we were making a supernatural film called The Writer. Now, while that is a college film, it's officially branded under I.T.H Productions. So that is going to be one of our films that we will be releasing in the future. So after I.T.H was formed, it stuck to it, and it carried on during our 3rd and final year at Warwickshire College. But the 2 people in question who actually came up with that name left, so it was just myself and the other 2 original founders, Louisa and Sarah. But as time went on, after we graduated, some other, and as time went on, more fans came in. As time came on, we managed to get some more people to join our team, like Lewis himself and Daniel. Now the next detail I would like to cover is our casting on Sean Ruttledge. We've had great comments and reviews about him, including one on Twitter who's reviewed the film and said that having Sean Ruttledge was a great tribute to the great Patrick Allen. Now that was the intention for our film. As Patrick Allen narrated TUGS and voiced Captain Star, we felt in order to keep the authenticity of the original TUGS series is having the narration done in the style of Patrick Allen. We even had one YouTuber question who was the narrator, and they would make a perfect Captain Star. I agree with that comment. If we do any more TUGS related projects in the future, I will personally be intending to keep Sean Ruttledge on as Captain Star. And if you're watching this film, Sean, thank you so much again for contributing to this film. Your style of Patrick Allen has been magnificent. We've been so fortunate to have you on board. Now, many of you are probably wondering, how did Ruttledge get cast in the film? Now, that's a question only I can answer. During pre-production, we were deciding who was going to narrate Bigg Retrospective, and the one idea that came into my head, and I approached it to Lewis Gilbert and the rest of the I.T.H team, was that in order to keep the authenticity of TUGS, was if the narrator sounded just like Captain Star Patrick Allen. And everyone strongly agreed to that. But the problem was, there wasn't really many Patrick Allen impersonations around these days. And personally, I think Allen is just so underrated. He's such a fantastic actor. The only person that we knew that impersonated him was that Peter Davidson, whatever his name is, who took over Allen for the E4 Idents after Patrick himself died. And that same actor also did the Money Supermarket adverts, but we knew he'd be far too expensive. So as a result, I went onto Google to find some actors who could impersonate Patrick Allen, and one result came up was an actor called Sean Ruttledge. Now, he has a YouTube channel, and I looked up onto it, and there he had a voice demo reel of all the actors that he has impersonated over the years, and Patrick Allen was one of them. And as soon as I heard his tone, I knew he was to be our narrator. And I forwarded the video to our director, and he was impressed by the impersonation, and we sent some voice reels of Patrick Allen's narration of TUGS to Sean Ruttledge. The best selections were the opening narration from Sunshine, the opening narration for Ghosts, and the VHS narrations ending for Munitions. Personally, I think those really are the best samples of Patrick Allen narrating TUGS. And a few days later, Sean Ruttledge got back to us saying he loved the samples, and he was more than happy to do Patrick Allen's style for this film. So as a result, that's how we got Sean Ruttledge on board. And those of you wondering what Sean's video demo was, I've put a video link in the description below, so you can all take a look and have a view of Sean Ruttledge's video demo yourself. I guess that's basically it for this video. But before I sign off, I would like to ask this question. Which part in the world are you watching this video? Because we'd be very interested to hear in where you're watching it. And so if you comment below, or your comments telling where you're watching it, that would be quite interesting to hear. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.